Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl. Yo, come on in here. I know people are live. I know Damn D live. I know other people are probably trying to go live, but I'm coming live now. I'm squeezing on in here. So y'all come on over here. Come on, listen to the live stream. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. If I don't see y'all in the Jigamabob, y'all will catch this thing later. Yeah, y'all saying, what is this old girl doing up? Well, listen, let me tell you while I'm up. I took a nap today, so I got time tonight. Yeah, I got time tonight. I scheduled this live stream for 9 o'clock, but out of respect for others, like Damn D, I let him go ahead and do it. I didn't want to, pop in while somebody else is live. So if I know that you're live, I'm not going to try to go live if somebody else is live. But at the same time, y'all got to know that I want to squeeze on in here. I don't come on here often, but when I want to get in, I'm going to fit in right here, right? And again, you guys can watch the replay if you guys are not in here now. So look, I want to talk about we see and there's a lot of shit going on the YouTube streets as usual. You know how that thing go, right? And it's cool. But the live stream that I'm talking about, the title of this live stream today is Takers Never Win. The reason why I'm doing this live stream is not just because of what this stuff is going on YouTube, because I mean that happens in real life all the time, right? And I just want to get you guys hip on the characteristics of a taker, right? Because we all have takers in our lives. We have them on the job, we have them in our families. Takers are everywhere, right? What is a taker? A taker is someone, I'm jumping dead in. So when y'all come on in, hey, everybody, right? Bushwashers and all. Okay, so when a taker, the characteristics of a taker is like this. Okay, first thing a taker does is they prey on you. A taker watches what they can get from you, right? Hey, Salaya Binyard, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. I pray all is well with you. Thanks for coming in, right? So, yeah. So what I'm talking about is takers never win. That's the title of the live stream. Okay, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why takers never win. I'm gonna explain to you all of the characteristics of a taker, right? And what they look for in the givers, right? And this is something that really bothers me about takers. See, I'm a kind of person that's direct. If somebody in my life like come encounter in my life and it's something that I want from them or need from them, I'm a straightforward person. I'll say, well, look, I like how you doing this. Like if it's a business or something, tell me how did you do that? I'm gonna come straight out my mouth and say that. I'm not gonna try to figure out or tiptoe behind and find out secrets about it. I'm gonna come straight forward and say what I want from you. And see what people need to understand and realize is, hey Shirley Hayes, how you doing, baby? What people need to realize is everybody you encounter in this life wants something from you. Everybody. I don't care who they are. Even your dog or your cat wants you to pet them. Everybody in this life wants something from you. So if you're going through this life thinking that don't nobody want nothing from you and they just your friend and they just, they just good people and they just that. No, they are. They may be all of that. But at the same time, you need to ask yourself, what do that person want from me? Why is this person in my life at this specific time in my life? There is a reason for everything. Nothing in this life is happenstance. Don't let it just happen all of a sudden. They want something from you. So, hey, Russell, baby, how you doing? He says, respect to you, miss your thoughts and check. Glad you're giving up us wisdom. This drama ass sector, I see you getting your hot girl summer body ready. Hey, Russell, let me tell you, boy, look, you gonna trip off what I did tonight. So I'm gonna put that video out too. My husband, he like to cook just like I do, right? And so I got that thing on there about the ribs that he cooked. He showed you how to cook those ribs, man. That thing be sliding off the bone. But tonight they was in the kitchen. They just left out the kitchen. The house smelled like fish. They done got my house smelling fishy, but it smelled like fish. They were frying fish and French fries, homemade French fries, and he was teaching her how to do it on the stove, right? Because he have a way of man. I'm trying. Listen, it's like a restaurant style, right? So I'm gonna put that video out because she recorded it. So I'm gonna take that video and I'm gonna show y'all how he cook it. So that way y'all can do that at home. Man, look, I ate a piece of that fish. And speaking of hot girl summer, I did all that exercise today. I went this morning. I came back in the house and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna do some yard work. I'm gonna do some gardening. I'm gonna do all these things, right? Oh, my fat ass did. I took a shower. I put on one of my moo I got up on my bed that was made up. You know, after I made it up in that morning, I got up there, had all the windows open, the ceiling fan blowing, and that cool that was blowing through. My husband had the dogs, and they was out there. Man, before I knew it, I was slobbing. I woke up like, damn, what time is it? What time is it? I thought it was the next day. So that's why I'm up tonight. But anyway, back to the subject. Russell, don't get me off track. Hey, Mr. Keemy. Hey, CC. Thank y'all for coming in. Getting back to this shit. You're right. There's a lot of drama going on YouTube. It always is because, first of all, it's not just YouTube. It's the internet, meaning that the world have a lot of drama. People in life have a lot of drama. That's because they cause drama to put it on ourselves. Let's get back to these daggone takers that never win and why a taker will never win. And also the characteristics of a taker, and to know that even the people that you encounter and every day, all of your life, they wanted something from you. Even when you were a kid in school playing with a toy, the other kid was just waiting for you to finish with it before they wanted to play with it. You in the sandbox. Somebody might have a shovel, the other one got this. Everybody wants something. You understand? So if you think that somebody's in your life and they don't want nothing from you, that's bullshit. But for me, I'm the kind of person that when I see somebody or meet somebody, I'll say, I like this. This is what I like about you. This is the qualities I like. How you get that? What can I do to get some or whatever it is? I'm going to say that. I don't like for nobody to come and play in my face. In other words, don't come in my face and act like you like me and we just friends and you know everything is cool and there's nothing that you want from me. It's something that you want. I'm on this internet right here now talking to you guys in the chat. What I want subscribers. Let's be real. I want subscribers. I want super chats. I want to check on the 21st. I want to be able to give y'all information that I know and knowledge that I've had over the years. And I want to share that with you, right? Because I'm a giver. So I want to give something in exchange for you becoming a member, a subscriber, or just coming over here to hear me. You understand? So it's a give and take, right? So we have to understand that, right? So anybody coming over here saying, I don't want nothing from you, you know what I'm saying? They're lying because they want something. If they don't want it in the beginning, and eventually, because in the beginning, I ain't give a damn. This is new to me. I'm coming over here just telling y'all stuff. But once I found out how this thing worked a little bit, I know that if you get some certain amount of subscribers, if you do certain amount of hours on here, or you do certain amount of live streams, you'll get rewarded for that. Who don't want to be rewarded for what they do? Do you understand? Right? Even a child want to be rewarded if they from their parents. They want to get an allowance if they do chores in the house. Everybody wants something from somebody. Let's not get that twisted. Back to the drawing board. All right. Now look at this taker. Listen how takers move. The first thing a taker do is they study you. They watch the person that giver, the ones that do the giving, and the person that they want to that they're victim or that person they studying. They watch them. They watch them closely. They study them for a minute, for a good little while. Sometimes the giver don't even know that the taker is watching them. And then all of a sudden, what they want to do, they want to ease into their life some kind of way. How do they do that? They befriend them. They want to be their friend some kind of way. Like they may say, give them compliments and stuff, right? And why do the taker do that? It's because they look at that person like a person like me. I smile all the time. I'm always happy. I'm always like, I got that personality where I'm always happy. I don't let nothing mess with me like that, right? So the taker think that I'm weak because I smile all the time. I'm cool. I'm laid back. I don't let nothing bother me, right? So they'll take my kindness for weakness. I'm a giver. I give you everything I got. I give you shit off my back. I mean, if I got enough of my family and you need some, oh man, go ahead. You can have that. I don't care. You don't owe me nothing. Just take it and go on. You don't owe me nothing, right? That's the kind of person I am. But that's the kind of person that takers like. They like people like that, so they drawn to you. You dig? All right. So when I look at all this stuff on here, and just not just, and I know what's going on because I just finished watching DMD. That's why I'm late coming on here because I said I was gonna wait till he finished, right? Because I knew a lot of people, a lot of my subscribers were on there. And what did I want? I wanted some of my people to come over here. You see, everybody wants something. Do you understand what I'm saying? So okay, so I see all that going on. It's not just that situation that y'all are seeing. I'm trying to get y'all to see what's going on in your real life, or the takers that's looking at you and trying to take something from you. Okay. Here's another thing. I wrote some of the things down so I won't forget because an old girl have to remember some shit, and it'd be so much going on in my thoughts. It'd be like I don't want to forget nothing, right? Okay, so they look at you and they look at your smile and they see your kind heart and they won't take advantage of you. They study your moves, everything that you do. They look at your lifestyle, they look at everything. All right. And then here come the test. They will take and try to test you. And they start off testing you with something small, right? Hey, everybody, thanks for coming in. They test you off with something small, like they might say, "What can I buy? I need some gas," and they'll tell you a woe's me type story. Like, damn, I don't get paid till next week, and I gotta make it to next week, and is any kind of way, I can borrow like maybe a couple of dollars, maybe $20 from you or something for gas money. We could be working on the same job, and I'll pay you back when I get paid. So they'll test you to see if you that person that gonna give them. So you might give them a little $20, right? They know they owe you that. They know payday coming. When payday come, if you don't say, remember that $20 you gave me? Hey, can you give me that back? They're not gonna, if you don't say that, then they be like, okay, well, I can use her a little bit longer because she don't really care like that about the money. So I'm gonna act like I forgot, right? And then the next time they get in the bind, they might want to borrow money on top of money. This is what takers do, right? So they'll say, well, so I know I owe her 20, but since she ain't said nothing about it, let me see if I can squeeze a little bit more out of her. And then say, hey, yeah, I borrowed that 20 last payday, but I had like a light bill situation. They won't cut me off. So I had to take care of that. But when I get paid, I promise you that I'm gonna give you the 40 now because I don't borrow 20 more from you when I get paid, right? See, they push you until they can push you, right? This is what takers do. See, and I'm telling you about that because I've had these experiences in my own life, so I can tell you how they work. All right. Another thing that if you think about it, here's another thing that takers do. Okay, now think about a relationship with a man and a woman, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. Some takers will go around you to try to take um, information from you about your relationship, right? And say if you're a girl, you're a woman and you got a girlfriend and you married or you in a relationship like a long-term relationship with this dude, right? And she might just have all kinds of dudes that she dealing with, but she'll get a little information from you on how how you deal with it, how you handle your things and stuff, right? Next thing you know, she be trying to take your man. She'll try to do little things that she see you doing for him, and she'll try to backdoor you. A man will do the other same thing to another man. They'll try to backdoor. And see, this is when you have these baby mamas. That's when them baby mamas start coming up, right? Because baby mamas be thinking they can take somebody else's shit, right? But they wind up with the baby by themselves because the man's still gone because don't no baby keep no man for no woman. Can no woman keep a man by having a baby for him? Just because you had a baby for a man don't mean that he's gonna be yours and he's gonna stay there. If you have a problem, he might go on about his business, have another baby by somebody else, and you just stuck with the baby, right? And my grandfather said a long time ago, can't nobody take nobody from nobody. In other words, if a man move away from a woman and go in another relationship, the other woman didn't take him. He chose to go. You don't own nobody. You don't own nobody. I don't care. For me, I don't own my husband. I don't care how long I've been married. That ain't, in under the law, they say they're your husband, but I don't own that man. He still have free will to do what he want to do. I can't stop him from doing nothing that he want to do, and neither can he stop me from doing what I want to do. Don't nobody take nobody from nobody. They go because they want to go. You understand? It ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah. Hey, Sandra. Hey, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so I'm talking about going back to the taker. So the taker be sitting back there studying to take anything that they want or they feel like they can get. But here's the thing that the taker don't understand. Most of the time, when a taker is trying to take away from a giver, a person that's free hearted, don't mind giving, they already see that you're a taker. They already know what you want because why? You're not the first taker that they have encountered in their life. They have encountered a whole lot of takers before you came. So they already know how they move. They just allowing you to go ahead. They just feeling sorry for you and say, well, okay, I know what that person is. Yeah, I know how she move. Okay, all right. You can go on have that little $20 little. I don't care nothing about that. Right? They have pity on you. Right? And the reason why a taker never win is because a giver like me, right? If I'm gonna get something, what most givers do, they set the intentions for what they want. In other words, they may pray for it. They may work towards what they want, right? And so their energy, their life energy and focus is on what they want. So they focusing on what they want. So in other words, if I pray to God or pray to the creator or meditate or whatever I do and concentrate on what I want, right? And the universe or God receive and give it to me, And then I got a taker trying to take it from me, and they do become say they be successful enough to take it from me. Do you think that that's going to be good luck for that person? No, they're going to suck sour. They're going to get the karma that they need from that. But why? Because their heart intent that their heart and the intentions of what they wanted, it wasn't for them, it was for me. In other words, you can't block my blessings. What's for you is for you. When you pray for something, it's going to you. If somebody try to interfere with that stuff right there, that's some powerful things, right? Say you pray for a house and you get a robber come into your house and take all your shit in there, maybe burn your house down and all that stuff. Do you think that that robber will be successful even if it don't get caught? It's gonna have problems. That person is gonna have problems, all kinds of problems, more problems than it's worth. You see what I'm saying? So for you people that do the taking, you takers, instead of watching people and think and trying to be like them or wanting what they have or jealous of them and all that kind of stuff, just because you don't have that. What I'm saying to you is it's real dangerous to live that way. Learn how to know that if you want something, that the same thing or the same energy or the same God that gave that person what they want, they will bless you too. You have to just sit down and put in time and effort on what you want. Focus on what you want. You see what I'm saying? You need to do what you need to get off your ass and do what you need to do to get the things that you want. Stop praying on other people that work hard for that shit. You know what I'm saying? They work hard for the things in life, and you think, oh, you get jealous of them because they have. I'm gonna talk about myself now. I've been working since I was 14 years old. I'm 63 years old. I don't have to hit at another goddamn tap in my lifetime. I don't have to do nothing. Why? Because I work for everything that I have. Do you understand me? It didn't fall out the sky. See, because faith without works is dead. You can't just be a take all of your life. If you want something, you got to get up and do something, right? Actions. You have to work. You have to make something move. You have to get up off that ass, right? The Bible even tells you that a man have to work for the sweat of his eyebrows. That means from sun up to sundown. You're gonna have to work to get what you want. Imagine, imagine this. This radio. Let's talk about the radio and the frequency of the radio. Let's talk about the giver. Let's talk about the taker when we're looking at a radio station. Remember the old radios when you had to put it on the dial? It had to be a certain point on the radio. Look, you remember that? Okay. Imagine me. I like mine's on, say, 92.1, the station. I got a taker coming in. They want to put it on 92.1 and a half. They getting some static. I'm getting it clear. The signals are coming clear for me, right? It's because I already focus on the station that I want. The taker still trying to want to hear the music that I'm hearing, and they don't even know the right channel to get on. So why do I say that? It's the same for your blessings and your thoughts and the things and your desires of what you want, taker. Get on the right vibration with God, the universe of the for and the things and the vibration that you want, or things that you see that you want, your vision, and get what you need. Stop worrying about the giver, right? Because the taker can be blessed just as well. Because we come from the same thing. Is that you just trifling and too lazy to work for what you want. Stop sitting back and worrying about what somebody else is doing and what they have, and you wishing that you had what they had, being jealous of them, and get your own shit, right? You understand? Who wants leftovers? You dig? Okay, so I want to talk about that. Now, I'm not gonna stay on this thing long. Like I said, I wrote down some things to talk about, and that was really the basis of it. So this is what I want you takers also to remember. Stop being cowards. Stop acting like scared to say what you want. Stop being sneaky and snickish. Just open your mouth when you see somebody that you like and you see something that you want from somebody. Open your mouth and tell them, be a man or a woman, and say what you want from that person when you encounter them. No, we're not just friends. Nobody's just friends. Nobody just meeting about the clear blue sky. You understand? And I want to speak of Miss Akima. With our relationship, she knows that I like her. I like her give and take. When we're talking about conversations, she give me pushback. I give her pushbacks. We feed off each other with thoughts. You understand? With different subjects and things like that. So we grow from each other. We learn from one another, different perspectives of life and different things, right? So she already know what I want from her, and I already know what she wants from me. And that's the understanding. That's how you have a good relationship. Don't go into a relationship bullshitting with somebody and try to deceive because you'll fail every time. Takers never win. You dig? All right. And you can never be somebody else. I could never be you, and you could never be me. I don't care how long you study me. It'll never happen. You dig? That's why we all have different fingerprints. We have different fingerprints. Even twins do. Quadruplets. They're not even they came out their mama womb at the same time, or right, not really the same time, because one got to come before the other. Even if they have a C-section, they can't take all three babies or four babies out at one time. Somebody gonna be first at what they do. You just be better at what you do. You did? Now, that's the end of that story. I'm finished with that. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for the few people that came over. And yeah, and when y'all see a taker, walk away from them. Just recognize them, know the characteristics, and walk away. If somebody come into your life and say, "Hey, my name is so and so, nice to meet you," say, "Nice to meet you too." Now, what do you want from me? Straight up. All right, I'm going, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace, everybody. Sleep tight. Bye, y'all. Thanks for coming.